today we will discuss is your specific heat. Then what is specific heat? It is the amount of heat energy required to rise the temperature of unit mass of a substance by 1 degree. That is known as your specific. It is denoted by C, and it is expressed in kilojoule per kg Kelvin or kilojoule per kg degree centigrade. Okay. Then if heat transfer is a path function, so what we can say? Specific heat is also a path function. Then if you have to calculate the heat required, then how to calculate heat required? Del Q is equal to mc del T. So what is your C? C is your specific heat. So what is C? C is equal to 1 by m del Q by T. If del Q is equal to mc dt, then what is your C? C is equal to specific heat is equal to, this m will be come to this side, then 1 by m del Q divided by dt. That is your what? Specific heat. Okay. Then specific heat depend upon the process adopted for heating the gas and vapor. Specific heat depend upon the which process will be going on. That will be depend upon your specific heat will be depend upon the process that will be going on if you are adding the heat on a gas or a vapor. So if you are adding the heat at constant pressure, so that is known as your what? Specific heat at constant pressure. If you are adding the heat at constant volume, then that process is known as your what? Specific heat at constant volume. So there are specific heat at two types. One is your specific heat at constant pressure, specific heat at constant volume. Because process is undergone constant pressure process, and process is undergone constant volume process. Then how you can write? C stands for specific heat, constant pressure, that is C suffix P. Then C stands for specific heat, for constant volume, that's CV. CV, Cp, that is your specific heat at constant pressure and specific heat at constant volume. Then what is specific heat at constant pressure? It is the amount of heat required to rise the temperature of unit mass of a gas through 1 degree when it is heated at constant pressure. It is denoted by Cp. Then how you calculate Cp? We know that Q is equal to mc dt. So for a process Q1 to 2, what you can say? mcp, specific heat at constant pressure, into dt. dt means T2 minus T1, that is kilojoule. Okay. Then we will discuss specific heat at constant volume. So how you define specific heat at constant volume? It is the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of unit mass of a substance by through 1 degree when it is heated at constant volume. Then how it will be denoted? Denoted by C suffix B. Then for a process 1 to 2, Q is equal to m Cb, specific heat at constant volume, into dt. dt means temperature, change in temperature from T2 to T1. Unit is your kilojoule. Heat unit is kilojoule. Okay. Then these specific heat are properties of gas. Both varies with pressure and temperature. For an ideal gas, they are assumed constant. For air, Cp is equal to 1.005 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. For air, Cv is equal to 0.718 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. For air, what is your R? R is equal to 0.287 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. Okay. Next, we will discuss the relationship between Cp and Cv. For an ideal gas, that can be obtained by differentiating the enthalpy of relation. Then how you establish the relationship between Cp and Cv? By differentiating the enthalpy relation. What is enthalpy? Specific enthalpy is equal to specific internal energy plus P into specific volume. So H is equal to U plus PV. So if I differentiate both the sides, dH is equal to du plus PdV, then we know that PV is equal to MRT. So if we know PV is equal to MRT, then PV by M is equal to RT. So what is your V by M? Specific volume. PV is equal to, that is RT. So if I differentiate, then P into dV is equal to what? R is your constant. R is your constant, so R into dt. So P dV is equal to R dt. So in place of P dV, what we can write? We can write R dt. So what is enthalpy? dH is equal to du plus R dt. Okay, what is dH? dH is equal to Cp dt. What is du? du is equal to Cv dt. Specific heat at constant, Cp is equal to dH by dt, Cv is equal to du by dt. So we can say change in enthalpy is equal to Cp dt, change in internal is equal to Cv dt. So in place of a dH, what we can write? Cp dt. In place of du, what we can write? Cv dt plus R dt. Where you get the R dt? We get R dt from differentiating the PV is equal to MRT, characteristic gas equation. So CPDT, so here CPDT is equal to, here dt, here also dt. So we are taking dt is equal to common. So if you are taking dt is common, then what you left? In bracket Cp plus R. Then this dt and dt will be cancelled out. What you get? You get Cp is equal to Cv plus R. So we can write Cp minus Cv is equal to R. Okay. So that is the relation. What is the relation? Relation is equal to Cp minus Cv is equal to R. So what is Cp? Specific heat at constant pressure. What is Cv? Specific heat at constant volume is equal to gas constant, characteristic gas constant, that is R. So the ratio of specific heat is defined as gamma is equal to Cp by Cv. The ratio of specific heat is equal to what? Gamma. Okay. So that is the question will come. What is the relationship between Cp and Cv? Derive the relationship between Cp and Cv. So you have to derive enthalpy equation, then you have to find out. Okay. Next we will discuss work done during non-flow process. Okay. Then what are the non-flow processes? The non-flow processes are, non-flow process means the process which will be undergone in closed system. That process is known as what? Non-flow process. So there will be no mass interaction. Energy interaction will be there. So in the non-flow process, the first non-flow process is your isobaric. Iso means constant. Bar transfer your pressure. Bar unit is your pressure. So you can remember likewise also constant pressure process. Isochoric. Iso means constant. So constant volume process. Isothermal, constant temperature process. Then polytropic process. Then is your reversible adiabatic process. This process is also known as your isentropic process. Isentropic means constant entropy process. Then how we calculate the work done? Work done during non-flow process, it can be calculated by using formula W for process 1 to 2 is equal to integration of 1 to 2 into PdV. W is equal to integration of PdV, that is the work done formula for your non-flow process. Okay. Then first we will discuss work done for isobaric process or constant pressure process. Okay. We know that del W is equal to PdV or W is equal to integration of PdV. So if we calculate work done for process 1 to 2, so this is the process 1 to 2. So here process in the process 1, in the 1 point, state 1, what is the volume? V1. State 2, what is the volume? V2. So here pressure is equal to P1 is equal to P2. Okay. So why P1 is equal to P2? Because this is a constant pressure process. 1 to 2 is your constant pressure process. So work done for a process 1 to 2. So under PV diagram, area under PV diagram will be give you what? Area under PV diagram also give you work done. So if you calculate the area of this, that will also give you work done. So now we will describe what is work done. Work done for process 1 to 2 is equal to W1 to 2 is equal to integration of 1 to 2, limit from 1 to 2 into P into dV. So here pressure is equal to constant, so it will become outside. So you integrate the dV. What is the integration of dV? That is V. Limit put from 1 to 2. So P into, what is your upper limit? V2 minus V1. So W1 to 2 is equal to P into V2 minus V1. As we know, PV is equal to MRT. So P1 V1 is equal to what? MRT1. P2 V2 is equal to what? MRT2. So P into V1. So in place of your P, so I can write this one as P2 V2 minus P1 V1. V2, so I can write P2 because P2 P1 is equal to constant, that is P. So I can multiply here P into V2 minus P into V1. So I can write P2 V2 minus P1 V1 because pressure is constant. Okay. So what is your P2 V2? P2 V2 is equal to MRT2. P1 V1 is your MRT1. So MR is your constant. So I can write MR into T2 minus T1. So that is what? That is the work done for your isobaric process. What is that? P into V2 minus V1 or MR T2 minus T1. That is your work done for which process? Isobaric process. Okay. Then we will discuss is your work done for isochoric process or constant volume process. So for constant volume process, V1 is equal to what? V2. So we can what kind of write? For general, what is your general gas equation? What is your general gas equation? Your general gas equation is your P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2. So V1 V2 will be constant. V1 V2 is equal to constant. So I can write P1 by T1 is equal to P2 by T2. So what is your work done during the process? W is equal to integration of P dV. So I can write the for a process 1 to 2, W1 to 2, that is integration of P dV. Okay. What is your change in volume? Change in volume is equal to 0. Why? Because V1 is equal to V2. So if change in volume is equal to 0, then work done is equal to 0.